Hi everyone, welcome back to Collecting Nolan. This is Russ, and today's another Sensational Set Sunday, and today we'll be talking about 1991 Donruss and Leaf. So let's go ahead and get started. So 1991 Donruss and Leaf, I've decided to include them because one, it's another set of Nolan cards to have, and number two, they have some pretty interesting cards that are kind of harder to get a hold of than what's in your typical 90s sets. So I thought I'd share those with you guys. Not too many cards in this set. I think only 7 or so, but we'll go ahead and get started. So the first card, not hard to get a hold of, is the 1991 Donruss. Base card, number 89. And this guy actually comes in a number of variations, printing variations. Two of which have, they deal with the copyright on the back. So up here where it says copyright, some of them will have a period after the ink, while other ones don't. This one does not. On eBay, they try to sell these for thousands of dollars. The different printing errors and things like that. Don't fall for that stuff. It's just a variant because these were all printed in different factories. So there's a number of, some of them have the period after ink, some of them don't. Doesn't add any value, doesn't subtract any value. I don't really know if I'm going to go after the different variation of this card, other than like there's a third variation where it has a factory set border variation. So over here you'll have like this white speckled part of the border. I'll show it I found a picture of it, so I'll show it up here somewhere. But that would probably be the only variant I would probably chase after because it's just different. But it's a pretty sweet card. Just don't fall for their tricks of rare print error. It's not rare. Second card is the bonus cards, which there were 22 bonus cards within the Donruss set, and some of them had blue borders and other ones had green. Nolan had 2 bonus cards in the bonus card set, so this is BC3. And again, this one had 2 different printing variations, one with a period after to incorporate on the back down here, which mine does have it, so it must be worth millions of dollars. Just kidding. It's the same as the base card, so some of them have the period after ink, some of them don't, and there's no other factory variant border on this one. Mine looks a little beat up on the end. I think this one is one of them that I had as a kid, so it's a little worn, but that's okay. I think this one too I had as a kid as well. I think this one's from childhood. So I know this one is because I didn't buy it. So not bad, for being when I was 10 years old, I guess. Another card that I've had since childhood is the BC15. Again, this one can also have a variant period after ink, which mine does not. But it talks about his 300th win on this one. So I thought that was cool. Which brings us to the next card, which is one of my, I would have to say probably one of my all-time favorite cards. I know I like all Nolans, but this one's pretty awesome, and it's harder to get a hold of. But that is the Legends series card, which is sweet. I love it. It's only 7,500 were made. Number 4563, and I just love this card. Actually, I didn't know about this card when I was a kid. I only knew about it as an adult. So these are definitely hard to get a hold of. Definitely hard to pack pull. I did not pack pull this. I bought it, but just a sweet, sweet card. I love that. Because it's artwork, and I like the artwork cards a lot. So, love that card. And then, just like how, Topps and OPG are related, Donruss and Leaf are related as well. And this next card is a Leaf preview of Nolan. So it has Nolan in his windup there, getting ready to deliver a fastball with his knee clear up by his nose, which is just awesome. And on the back, this has a preview card. So these preview cards for Leaf, there's 26 cards in that set, and you could get them by they distributed them in the factory set boxes. I guess there are 4 cards of this set per Donruss factory set box. So some of the checklists include this into the Donruss set. So when I saw it was Leaf, I was like, okay, we might as well talk about the Leaf too. So this is the Leaf preview card that was thrown into Donruss factory set boxes. Okay. Not incredibly hard to get a hold of, not incredibly expensive, but just kind of more rare than the regular Leaf, which I'll show in a minute here. But comes up, the next card is a little bit harder to come by, and this is the Donruss preview card from 1991. And it looks like that on the front. And this was a 12 card set, and I don't really know how it was distributed. I know from like the 1990 Donruss that they would often give these cards out to like card shops just to show you what the card would look like the design of the card. And I'm not sure if that's what they did here, but I imagine it's probably what they did. But this is what the back looks like. So really glad to have this card in my collection. It's not cheap, and they're pretty hard to come by. And graded copies I've seen go like higher grades. They go pretty high too, like $200 and some dollars. Which, if you've been watching my eBay sales, that's not anything. But still, like for a 1991 Donruss card, you're like, what? So, love this card. Harder to come by, and just kind of cool. I like the previews, and this one, unlike the 1990 Donruss preview, doesn't have any smudged ink on it, so like that one. And then, so I figured since I showed the one Leaf preview, I might as well show the Leaf baseline cards. And this one, definitely from my childhood, I remember buying this card for $4 back in the day. Because Leaf was like the upper deck of Donruss. It was like, I don't know, it was like the Tiffany of Donruss. Leaf was just superb quality and all that stuff. But not a lot of people like this set, I guess, of Leaf because it's kind of boring. But I don't know, I don't mind it. It's not bad. Here's the back. This Leaf set, I think, was like 580 some cards, I think. Let me take a peek here. My cheat sheet. 528 cards, Nolan being 423. So that's the Leaf number 1. And then an insert set that they included was the, which doesn't make any sense, it was the Gold Leaf Rookies set. And Nolan had a card in that set as well, but it wasn't because he was a rookie. His card, I guess, was thrown in at the last minute because it was to commemorate his 7th no-hitter. And they also included another card with Ricky Henderson that was kind of a last-minute addition for when he broke Lou Brock's stolen base record. So That was the front. Here's the back, BC25. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for 1991 Donruss and Leaf. I really love the preview card, and of course, you know, the Legend series. That's absolutely my favorite card of the set. Pretty awesome. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the Donruss? And what do you think of the cards? Do any of you guys have the limited edition one? That's pretty much that's the most awesome card I think in that set. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks again for watching. I appreciate everything you do for my channel, and I'll see you at the next one. Thanks. Bye.